Welcome back, geometry students, to another video of our Unit 4 study guide. Today we're going to be focused on problem number 3. It says write all the sine and cosine ratios for this triangle PQN. Notice how it says sine and cosine. It doesn't say trigonometric ratios. It doesn't say sine, cosine, and tangent. So we don't need to worry about tangent whatsoever, okay? So I can see that I have an angle here. This angle is 60 degrees. We're going to go ahead and say that that is our reference angle. So if 60 degrees is my reference angle, I can go ahead and say sine of 60 degrees is equal to, well, if you go ahead and look at your previous problem, you should have copied these in your notes. Sine of theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over hypotenuse. Remember, SOHCAHTOA, right? So the sine of 60 degrees is, well, the opposite is B and the hypotenuse is C. So I'm going to go ahead and say the sine of 60 degrees is B over C. Now, the cosine of 60 degrees is equal to the adjacent, which is A, over the hypotenuse C. And ta-da, there you go. We found the sine and cosine ratios for triangle PQN. Am I done? Can there be more sine and cosine ratios? Well, I hate to break it to you, but there are 2 more sine and cosine ratios. All right, so you're probably saying, Mister, no, there's not. You can't find another sine and cosine. Well, guess what? There is. What if we use this angle P as a reference angle? So, what would that missing angle be? That missing angle, well, it has to be the complement of 60 degrees. We know that a complement, so complement, I can't even spell complementary. Angles, I'm not sure if I spelled it correctly. Angles tell you that 2 angles when added together equal to 90 degrees equals 60 plus some number. What is that number going to be? 60 plus what number gives us 90? I'm going to go ahead and let you find that out. Pause the video. Type it into your calculator. What number gives me 90 when having 60? Your answer should have been 30. So the complement of 60 is 30 degrees. So I can go ahead and continue and say the sine of 30 degrees is equal to, well, let's say this is 30 degrees, which it is. Sine of 30 would be opposite over hypotenuse, which would be A over C. And the cosine of 30 degrees would be adjacent over the hypotenuse, which would be B over C. There you go. Finally, now I have written all the sine and all the cosine ratios for this triangle PQN, okay? If you have any questions, let me know in class or rewind the video and rewatch the parts that you didn't get the first time, okay? I will be seeing you in the next video.